right, let's get our mind right, shall we? Let's do this. Hey there, Enterprisers, what's good? This is Jason Ligo here again, and in this video I want to talk to you about how to keep your mind right as you're building your online business. That's right, how to keep your mind right when you're building your business, specifically the online business, all right? Now, obviously, we all know that a lot of things come down to mindset, and if you've been watching me for any amount of time, you also know that I'm not the biggest fan of mindset training, at least not in the sense that a lot of people are doing it, where everyone leads off by saying, you know, your mindset, 95% of your success is your mindset and your feelings and the law of attraction, all this stuff. All that stuff is valuable and good. I'm not discrediting it, okay? So don't hear me wrong. With that said, however, I believe firmly and more specifically that if you focus on your skill set and taking massive action and the right kind of action and governing yourself in a way where you're operating a business like a business, that's going to take you to success more quickly and more rapidly and more surefire, as opposed to just what do you study in terms of mindset training and so on. Now, having also said all of that, I also believe that we do have to have our minds right. And so while I'm not going to go into an exhaustive study on mindset, mentality, and all these wonderful other psychological things and amazing aspects of leadership and personal development as a whole, I will go ahead and share just a few key points, in my opinion, that has helped me keep my mind right. And I believe that'll help you keep your mind right as you continue to build your business. Specifically with regards to if you're just starting out, or maybe if you're in a slump, or maybe you're a little bit newer to the business and you're not seeing the kind of success that you want, and you've been at this for a while, right? Or you've been at this for very little, but you're not seeing the results that you want, that you've been expecting. How then can you keep your mind right? Because it's true, when you're not seeing the results that you want, they can be detrimental to your mindset. It can be very discouraging. It can be very, very challenging. So my goal in this video is to give you a couple points to kind of help you through that challenge, get over the hump as it will, and I trust that it's helpful to you. Let's get started. Number one, goals are meant to be achieved. Okay? Goals are meant to be achieved. And it kind of goes without saying, right? You create a goal and set a goal so that you can achieve it. And while that sounds very simplistic, you'd be surprised to know how many entrepreneurs and how many people who are really goal-oriented or success-oriented, they want success, they want to have a certain result, and yet they're setting goals that are so far out of reach that it's not practical, and nothing will discourage you faster, okay? Obviously, you will want to be successful in business, okay? But rather than setting your goal of, let me make $1 million in my first 90 days or my first year even, right? Why not set a goal that's more based on accomplishment and something that's a little bit more attainable, okay? Before you hit $100,000, set a goal to make your first $1,000, things like this. And again, not just monetary, but how about goals with regards to action? In other words, if instead of saying that I want to go ahead and crush it out the box immediately with these big 5- and 6-figure paydays, why don't you just set something along the lines of, let me go ahead and have my first website up, my first sales funnel done, and have, go ahead and lay down the items in succession. And that way, once you're done, you can, at the end, look at it and see a bunch of completed tasks. And I promise you that that's going to do more for your ego, more for your confidence, more for your encouragement than anything else, is to see a job well done. So when you're writing your goals out, and I believe in setting goals, that. Write the goals that are attainable and go from there, all right? And you can go ahead and escalate and expand from there, but don't write goals that are just so lofty that you can't achieve them. Because again, nothing will drop you down faster than a goal that's not achievable. Number two, overnight success is overrated, okay? Overnight success is overrated. Now, why am I saying that? I'm saying that simply because a lot of people who get started and are at this a while and quit and get discouraged normally are people who are not seeing the kind of success that they want. And usually it's because they're comparing themselves to another person. They're seeing someone else. Maybe it's someone who joins an opportunity like you do, right? Or someone that you look up to. Maybe it's a classmate. Maybe it's a coworker. And you heard about how they joined this business opportunity. You see this all the time in industries like affiliate marketing or multi-level marketing, network marketing, great industries that I love, and these are industries that I believe in, and they can be very profitable and great business opportunities for you. But again, the problem is you'll see someone get started and it seems like they just get started and they are off to the races. They see immediate successes very, very quickly. And if you find yourself in a position where you can't keep up with them, it becomes very discouraging. It can become almost heartbreaking, okay? And I'm going to tell you not to worry about that, okay? That's not what matters. Overnight success is overrated, okay? For a couple couple different reasons. First of all, anyone at any time can catch fire, especially in opportunities like those. A lot of the time it comes down to first mover advantage, meaning the first one to the party, the first one who shows up. If it's a new thing and you promote it and you get out there and get on that train and hop on it while the iron is hot, quickly enough, then you stand to make the profit and to have an advantage over everybody else. Okay, that's just the way that it rolls. But also the reality is sometimes success does not happen overnight in that sense. It does happen overnight, but it doesn't happen overnight in the sense where you just get started and you're successful tomorrow. A lot of the times you don't see the amount of toil and the amount of effort and the amount of time that's put into it before the overnight success, right? So here's what I mean. You might have someone, and this person could be you, where you get started 6 months ago, all right? And in that 6 months, there's been a lot of ups and downs, there's been a lot of opposition, but you have perfected your craft, you've stayed at it, you've been consistent, you've placed the leads, you've done the follow-up, you continue to nurture your list, and then all of a sudden you hit the season where someone finally is ready to buy, and then someone else is ready to buy, and then the person who buys also buys the next program, and all of a sudden you've just got this big crescendo dynamically of wonderful sales process that just manifests and monetizes into profit, okay? That stuff absolutely does happen. Now, to the naked eye, the person who doesn't know anything, they're just on the surface, they're going to say, man, you're an overnight success. When in truth, it took 6 months to get there, okay? So it's all about perspective. Don't be discouraged when you're seeing someone take off faster and better than you. You're well on your way. Just continue to plug away, be consistent. Don't be discouraged. Overnight success, it's underrated. Number 3, and finally, you are not your customer, okay? You are not your customer. Now, why am I saying this, all right? I'm saying this because, and I believe that this is something that carries tremendous weight, if you just hear me out. You're not your customer, okay? One of the biggest traps that an entrepreneur will fall into is thinking like they're the customer, right? I didn't say like thinking like their customer, but thinking as if you are the customer, okay? So here's what I mean. I know a lot of people, especially in my space, online marketing, sales funnels, internet marketing, things like this, consulting, coaches, whatever. A lot of the times when we're crafting offers, a lot of these guys, what they do is they craft such an amazing offer, or think about the website and the funnels and the colors, and they think that it's just right. And the standard by which they grade the quality of this type of stuff is if they like it, right? In other words, well, I just don't like that color. I don't think it's going to convert well because I don't like it. Or, hey, doesn't that sound like a really cool offer? And what they're doing is they're not basing it on anything external. They're basing it on their personal opinion, saying, I don't like it, or I do like it. And that's the biggest trap. The reason for it is you're not the customer. You're the one who creates it. What you need to do, instead of creating something that you like and try to sell it, why don't you create something that you know someone else already likes and is willing to pay for it? That is the secret of success in good marketing and good business. Don't try to recreate the wheel. Don't try to recreate something new or create something brand new that is supposedly nice, and now you're trying to match up a buyer for what you have. No, what you should be doing is trying to match a product or a service or an offer for a person who already has a desire, a need, a greed, and the ability to pay for it. Okay, that's what you want to do. Now, how do you accomplish this? Well, it comes down to some basic fundamentals of marketing, like building and establishing an audience, and then being able to pull that audience and simply ask them what they're looking for, or what are some of the biggest challenges and some of the biggest problems that they're facing. Then when you can step in with a solution, you craft an offer around it, slap it into a website or sales funnel, and boom, now you've got a ready-made, easy to deploy mechanism for making money. I promise you this will work for you if you just go ahead and put the time into it and make it work for yourself, okay? So just remember, you're not the customer, all right? You are not the customer. It doesn't matter if you like it or if you don't like it. What matters is them. Remember, you're not the one who votes. They vote. The customer votes. And how do they vote? They vote with their wallet, okay? So don't worry about it if you don't like it or if you don't think it's attractive, right? There's been many things that I have done working with clients and students, okay? And it could be internet marketing stuff, it could be real estate investing stuff, some of the other things that I like, and you'd be surprised at some of the things that I tell them to do, and they're like, there's no way that would work because I think it's ugly, or I don't think it'll work because I think it's, it's unsightly to the eye. And I'm telling them, I could give you time after time after time where I've said, just go ahead and do it. I remind them what they paid the thousands of dollars to work with me for, and I say, go ahead and do it anyway and see what happens. And almost every single time without fail, there's the results that I have kind of showed them would happen. And they're always amazed at just how well this type of thing works, okay? You're not the customer. There you have it, my friends. Listen, I trust that this was helpful. These are 3 basic but powerful ways to keep your mind right, okay? I trust that these things will help you as you continue to really think about the way that you should proceed in your business, all right? Don't be discouraged. It's easy to be discouraged. But if you have your mind right, and hopefully you do, using these methods, then I promise you're going to last longer in business and you're going to make it bigger in business. And I can't wait to see you do so. Now give me a like, a comment, a share, but most importantly, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any more hot new content that I got coming down the pipe just for you. Also, if you haven't had a chance yet, let me go ahead and invite you to check out the greatest online course for getting started in the internet marketing business. Of course, it's my course, right? Digital Freedom Jumpstart. Go to the Digital Freedom Jumpstart, and it's my course that will show you exactly, step by step, look over my shoulders as I set up campaigns and show you exactly what I'm doing to make money online, and I can show you exactly how to do it as well. All right, that's it, my friends. I'll talk to you next time. I'm out of here. Take care. Peace.